Good morning, everyone. So, time is 5 o'clock, and today is a kind of slightly special day, which is today is the day 50 of this program. So, I just want to thank all of you for being here and part of this journey. Uh, it's been amazing, and it's been challenging, and I would say that's why it has been amazing because it is really hard. Now, just to back up a little bit and give you know, those of you who are here, just give a little bit of backstory. ये शुरू कैसे हुआ? So this year I was trying to get into a sort of strong morning routine, and since January I would keep trying and keep failing. So I wanted to. So I had this idea in my head that for 100 days, let me try to maintain the same morning routine every single day: meditation, workout, getting up on time, and getting up same time. So this is the plan I had. And how much ever I would try. I tried once, I tried twice, I tried thrice, and after 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, it would just break. And the thing that I realized was that once a pattern breaks, right, then then getting back up is sort of is quite challenging. So the only way to make something consistent and to make it persist is to do it 100%, not 95%. So then I said, okay, so how do we do this? I was struggling, and then I thought, if this is a problem I'm facing, अगर मुझे ये दिक्कत हो रही है, तो probably others also are facing the same problem, some people. So why don't we do it as a group? And that is how this started. I put up a video on YouTube saying that we are starting this program. And to be honest, I didn't expect many people, because to be here at 5 a.m. you have to get up at 4:40, 4:45, whatever, right? So it's not who would want to get up that early. And but surprisingly, even on day one, we had a few people, and since then the community has grown. And today is day 50. So how time flies. And this is the thing about life, time just goes by, right? Before we realize, days are gone, months are gone. We cannot stop the flow of time, but what we can do is we can make sure that we are also walking along with time. We are also making progress. We are also moving towards our whatever goals, objectives, desires, aspirations we have in our mind, right? We are also making progress. If we do that, we don't feel left behind. Otherwise, if we are standing where we are, it's like, if you're at a train station and you are standing, the train is moving gradually, you'll feel like you're falling behind. But if you're also walking, then you are in sync. And yeah, so 50 days are gone. And just to share my experience, it has been amazing. For 50 days, today will be the 50th day I'm observing this routine without a single day's break. I don't think in my life I've never even gotten this close. And without being with all of you, without being part of this group, it would not have been possible. And what makes it possible um, is that even on very difficult days, like yesterday was probably the most difficult day in the last like 49 days, because I had not, for some reason, I slept late, was feeling extremely tired, like so exhausted, I cannot even describe. Now, had it not been for part of this program, I would have definitely like not followed the routine yesterday, like 100%. But somehow I pushed. Normally, the exercise, my workout, which takes about 45, 50 minutes, it took more than 1.5 hours. It took almost 1 hour, 40 minutes. But despite that, I because this is a routine, right? Now, the once you set the routine, following it becomes, I wouldn't say easy, but it is very doable. So you sort of remind yourself, okay, I'm not done. My routine still, this is left. So you do keep moving forward, and that's how it gets done. So thanks everyone, and yeah, so we'll get started. So today's routine, just to recap, we'll do meditation, we'll do workout. If you have any questions on those things, please feel free to ask me. आप कोई भी सवाल हो तो आराम से, you can सवाल पूछ लीजिए. Okay, so meditation, um, 10 to 15 minutes. Um, Sit comfortably on a chair or a cushion or a ground, wherever, the ground. And just make sure कि आपका जो pose है, your sitting pose should not be very uncomfortable. Because if you make the pose very uncomfortable, then that physical discomfort is going to disrupt your focus, right? So that is one. Then take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through the mouth. Do it a couple of times. Right? Close your eyes, and then let the breathing sort of stabilize as it is. Right? The whole idea of meditation is to not judge. We should not be saying, "Oh, I'm breathing too fast, too slow." Doesn't really matter, right? So now after that, you focus on your breath, and just focus on the physical sensation, the breathing, the air goes in and comes out. Just follow the breath from beginning to end, right? And if you want, you can um, count your breath, and when you're doing that very frequently, and depends upon some days more, some days less, your mind will wander. You'll start, because you're not doing any active thing, so your mind is just quiet, and therefore your mind will try to run away from here to here. So it's like a monkey running from one branch to another, jumping from here to there. And that is the its core part of the experience. So that is what frustrates most people. Don't get frustrated, right? So think of it as that is the step number two, which is realizing that your mind has wandered off. Okay, I'm thinking about something. Acknowledge the thought. Okay, have a thought. I have a thought about uh, this discussion I'm having with someone, or I have a thought about this movie. Or so you recognize, okay, I'm thinking, thought about this thing, and then gently let it go. Okay, this thought is now, it's now gone. Okay, it's now gone. Now bring your attention back to the breath, and remember, this is likely to happen again and again, right? And that's perfectly fine. Right? So that is how we are going to do this meditation, and after that we'll have a physical workout. For physical workout, now I guess the lockdown is sort of relaxed in many places, so you can go out and run. So that depending on the location and the state you are in, you can go outdoors, indoors. Gyms are not open, obviously, so you'll have to work out at home. So उसमें कई सारे exercises हैं. The only thing I'll say in physical workout, two things. One is that you have to push your body a little bit. Right? So there are, let's say there are many people who just take a morning walk. Nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's extremely healthy, and it gives you a lot of the health benefits that you expect from morning walk. Even a relaxed walk will give you a lot of health benefits. But that is not enough as far as we are concerned. So I want you to push your body, right? So the way I like to think about it is when I'm running, right? When I'm getting tired, that is when my race starts. So till the time I start to the point when I'm feeling a little exhausted, in my mind that's like the warm up, right? Once I'm a little bit tired, that is when my running starts. And that is because when you are tired, what happens now? Your body is, it's hurting a little bit, it's a little difficult. And that is when your body will release endorphins, right? Why? To mask that pain. So it's almost like, you're getting a drug, but it's a legal drug and it's released by your own body. So it's perfectly, it's a very healthy process. And that release of endorphins happens only when you push the boundaries, not when you're sitting very comfortably, or if you take a walk. That will not happen. And that is why you feel good. So when you finish like a hard workout, and when you take a shower and cool down, and then sitting standing under a fan, whatever, right? The reason it feels so great is this, right? So one is if the body temperature is, everything's great. And second thing is the chemicals in your brain, all the endorphins, they give you that sense of uh, they give you a sense of confidence and power and purpose, which is ultimately what we all want, right? So that is an experience which I think is worth all the pain that you take for like 1.5, 2 hours, right? I feel that every single day. Yesterday was the worst day I've had like in a very long time, and despite that, after the workout, once I was done and took a shower and everything, and then after that, it feels like really nice, right? And it is something which it blows my mind that every single time I do the full workout, every single day, it's like the experience. It's like you're doing this, you're experiencing this for the first time. It is like so fresh and novel. So that's what it is. So guys, so now time to get started, right? If you have any questions, let me just see. Let me say hello to all our friends here, those of you who have put your names. So Shrishti, Sagar, Vibhor, Sai, Kamali, Chetna, Ajay, Kripa, Alok, Nirmalya, Rajat, Prashant, Shashank, Mayank Shekhar, Shubhashri, Nishant, Rakesh, Shubhra Patnaik, Shivam, Nikhil, Gitesh, Another Nikhil Jha, Vineet, Nitin, Rahul, Kritika, Kashish. My this thing scrolls. My feed is jumping. My apologies for that. Okay, Kashish, Kamal, Kaustav, Aman, Priyanka, Lakshay, Prashant, Vaidya, Shivam, Keshav, Lakshya, Vinita, Inder, Kaushal, Manohar. Manohar's first day, welcome. Who else? Shrishti again. Nilakhi, Lakshya, Agam, Rohit, Vikas, Abhijit, um, then Pasha, Manohar again, Sachin. So, hi guys, good morning to all of you, and thank you for joining. And those of you who have not put your name, good morning to all of you as well. Let's see some questions. Till today, I didn't know that the bottles and dolphins to master pain from what I used to wonder about it. Okay, great. Prashant says, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting because they're the only ones that count. Muhammad Ali. Wow. Okay, that's that makes sense. Wow. Muhammad Ali was a great guy. Mm, One question from Lakshya is how to stay positive because I'm preparing for UPSC, CDSC, but sometimes I feel what to study and what not to because there are many subjects, so I get confused and frustrating. So, Lakshya, this is a problem not just for you, all of us face. I face it, right? Even I'm not preparing for an exam, but still there are so many things. And the way to do that is um, to plan and structure it, right? So it may sound like I'm stating the obvious, but essentially, why do we? I'll just, it's 5:12, so I'll just wrap it up in 1 minute, just very quickly. Why do we feel overwhelmed? We feel overwhelmed because our mind, it's not very good at handling a lot of information. So this is something that I have struggled with all my life, which is I used to keep, even now, I'm trying to change that process, but I keep a lot of things in my head. So, ye kaam karna hai. Okay, fine, I'll do it. When, where? No, I'll do it, right? And now it's in your head. Okay. Now your head is holding not one, it's holding like 200 pieces of information, and it doesn't know in what sequence, when. And you are saying you'll remember, but you also know that you're likely to forget. And that stress will start. It's even the moment you say I'll do it, a part of your mind says that look, hey, you'll probably forget it, right? So the stress reaction has already started, and that is when your brain gets cluttered with all of that. Now what you have to do is very simple: take all the things that you have to do, everything that you think is, you may have to take some action, put them on a piece of paper, right? And then move them to monthly, weekly, daily, like charts. In fact, what I'll do is I'll probably uh, in one of our programs we are teaching these things to children. So maybe I'll do make a video or something which I'll explain this whole thing in detail, right? But the idea is very simple. In fact, there are variations of this. Like there's a philosophy called getting things done, David Allen's idea. Very good. It's a little detailed, but thought process is excellent. So similarly, we also have a sort of similar framework. So I'll be happy to share that, right? So that's one last question. While running, doesn't your earphone fall out? How do you manage? Shrishti's question. So I don't, when I run, I don't use earphones, music, nothing. I like to run, or when I'm working out, I like to just do it quiet. That's a time for my. It's also running for me is also like meditation. Uh, I don't do anything, so I don't have the earphone problem. So that's it. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thank you for joining. We have Amit also. So good morning. So it's 5:14. So time to get started. Enough talk. Okay, so let's get started. Day number 50. Of course, for me it's 50. For you, it will be 30, 40, 20, 10, 1, whatever. But we will get there, right? So today is 50. We will get to day 100. Okay, we'll make sure of that. Okay, thanks for joining and thank you for being part of the journey. Okay, let's get started. Bye bye.